Yeah, hello everyone. So, week 8 content is all about file handling. And
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, please, please.
Sir, I am giving a OP in a Python in 8th of November, and I got a mail for a re-OP exam.
Yeah.
Then I am applying for re-OP.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me which marks is considered for a re-exam and I or when I am join the OP in 8th of November, which marks will you consider for showing in my dashboard?
The second will be considered. As far as I know, the second one will be considered. Uh,
Not the best of 1 and 2.
the best of one and two. Yeah, I'm not sure about that actually.
Final one will be considered.
Oh,
So
did you read
can
it
you
somewhere, Shiva?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where did you read it?
Mail, sir. I have
Mail.
got mail.
Okay, in the mail it is. Okay,
sir, excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, can you take any session for OP exam?
OPP exam. I mean, okay. So, listen. This session, right? Today's session. There is no specific agenda for today's session. It's just okay. Everyone can ask your doubts up until week 8, and I'm here to solve them for you.
Sir, can you please explain some question regarding week 5?
Yes, sir. Like lambda,
Okay. Am
enumerator,
I audible?
Ajip, and map filter type of things. You can tell me once again like topics and question as well, sir.
Sir, dictionary also.
Okay. So, one by one, everyone. So first, okay, what are your wants? Okay, I'll write in the chat. Okay. So everyone, tell me what do you want?
Sir, some questions of week 5 regarding dictionary.
Dictionary है sir, matrix multiplication and Jeep function, enumerate and map filter type of things. Can revise these topics and question also, for example.
Questions from hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, is my voice perfectly clear or is it is it stuttering?
Clear, sir.
Little bit, huh? Okay. Let's try. Okay. So yeah, Mandeep said that he wants question from week 5. Okay, then what else? Just everyone, what? Drop it in chat. Okay, what you want? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please write in the chat what you want to be discussed for today's meeting.
Sir, please can you give a like a one shot of week five dictionaries?
Just write it in chat. Just I need everything to be here. Okay, so uh, Sherry says that she faced some tech issue on 9th. And was it from your side? And also, Sherry, did you get the mail which says that
No,
which
sir. I
no
have
mail,
the
right?
on 9th.
Yeah, okay. So the re-exam is only for the students on the 8th, and I think they are the only one who got the email. Okay. Iterated generator lambda enumerates map filter. Okay, and week 5 dictionaries. Huh? Okay, let me see. Okay, so uh, in dictionaries, Manjeet, what exactly is it which you want to revise?
So
Which part?
I stuck in problem how to solve them. I know basics, but don't able to apply them in questions.
Okay, so could you give a question which you have in mind where you face the problems?
No, sir. I currently don't have any question.
Okay, see, Manjeet, okay, you know okay, so you understand everything about a dictionary. Is it?
Yeah, sir. It is simply keys and value. I stuck in questions like transferring list to dictionary, strings to dictionary in such a type of questions.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay.
Sometimes, yes, sir. Sometimes the code just don't work for some reason, and I cannot understand. The same problem here is with me also, sir. That's why I wanted to double check.
Hmm, I see. Okay, so what I can do is either I can, kind of revise what dictionaries and what methods and all it has, or we could like, okay, what exactly? Because see, your question is that you have having problems. When you are given a problem, you can't solve it, right?
Sir, can you please help in solving some question, one or two question regarding strings and lists to
Strings and
dictionary?
lists.
Yeah,
Strings and
sir.
lists to dictionary.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, so let me see. Okay,
One
there.
question is fine, so that we can revise concept and redo by myself.
Okay, let's see. Let me find some questions. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, can you revise the can you revise the zip map filter function and
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
lambda also?
Don't worry. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually searching for questions. Wait. Hello, Manjeet. Hello. Have you tried this question? Hello.
1 minute, sir. Can you please present it again?
Yeah, this is the question from week 7. Numbers 2 is the question. This some things to do with the dictionary.
Sir, this is a easy question. I do all the numbers, then
Okay.
strings, then collections.
All these are done, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, let's see what do we have here. Given a dictionary of student roll numbers with a list of courses they choose, find the courses sorted from the most number of enrollments to the least.
So,
Assume
this question you can, sir. This is a very good question, sir.
really
Yeah,
okay.
sir.
Let's see. So student courses. So wait, did you say is it easy or is it tricky? What did you say?
Moderate है.
Moderate. Okay. Given a dictionary of student roll numbers with a list of courses they choose, find the courses sorted from the most number of enrollments to the least. Assume no courses will have the same number of students enrolled. Okay. Nice. So looks to me like yep, exactly. So student courses in a dictionary with roll number as keys and the courses and the list of courses as the values. Okay, and from these we have to find out. Okay, we have to create a dictionary. Okay, we have to create a list which has every course sorted in the order by which, in the order such that the course which was picked the highest amount of times is the first course. Okay, and the course which was picked the least amount of times is the last course. So example, if you take this input, if you look at, okay, the student 101 took these two courses, 102 took this course, 103 took these two courses, 104 took these two courses, and 105 took these three courses. Okay, and just let me take a screenshot and I'll go right here. Mhm. And okay, so basically if you look at this, then math 3 4, math is 4 times. Okay, science is 3 times, then we have history which is twice, and then we have English which is only once. I am audible everyone, right? Okay, and then we have to just create a list in this order such that we have the order math, then science, then history, and then English, which is only has one course, one which has been taken only once. Okay, so English. Nice. Okay. So does everyone understand the question? What the question wants? The question wants this list, right? Everybody understands this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And while solving the question, do you see what I did? What is this?
If same subject, then increment, otherwise equal to 1.
Right. And what does this, these four things which, something on the left side and a corresponding thing on the right side, what does this represent?
We are incrementing subject value if key value pair.
Exactly. So we have key value pairs here, correct?
Key and items, right?
Exactly. So we are kind of using a dictionary, right? While solving the question, even when solving the question manually, we end up using a dictionary, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what I'll do in Python as well. Okay. So now see how I solve this question in Python. So okay, I'll go into the integration. Okay. Mhm. So let's say we take the exact thing as my input. Student courses. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. I have student courses right here. I'll make, yeah. So def my func, which takes a dict, which takes what could it say? Yeah. To courses. Now what will I do is right here. What I did is I created a dictionary, right? Which stores course repetitions, right? So I'll create a dictionary COURSE course underscore repetitions. Is this the correct spelling, by the way? I think it's repetitions. Yeah, repetitions. Course repetitions equals a dictionary. Okay, fine. Now I have this dictionary, correct, right? Which will I'll pass in this dictionary right here. I'll take the student courses one dictionary, and I'll pass this into courses. So this will be a dictionary, right? And does everyone know? Everyone here knows that we can, loop through a dictionary, right? We can actually
Yes, sir.
loop through the dictionary through its keys. Okay, and while looping through its keys, we can access the values if we want. So that is what I'll
Sir,
do.
can you please explain what you say?
We can loop through dictionaries, right? So let's say I have a dictionary like A is 10, B is 20, C is 30. This is this. Let's say this is a dictionary. So if I loop through it using a for loop, so if this is the if this is my dict, okay, so I can do for uh,
Key comma value.
not key comma value, only key actually. For key in my dict, that is
Dot keys.
actually you don't need dot keys. Okay, when you do for key in my dict, it automatically loops through the keys only. Okay, it will only loop through A, B, C. Did you know that?
No, sir. I only know that we have to use dot keys here.
Yeah, actually, you can actually skip the dot keys part, and it will still work. It will still loop through all the keys. So I'll show you. Let's say okay, I'll open another Python interpreter, and let's say we have my dict equals uh, A set to 10, B set to 20, right? If I do for key in my dict print A, see print A and B, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just check some things. dir of dict. So we have items, right? And when we do for key comma value in dict dot items, I think that returns
A
uh,
tuple.
right, a tuple exactly. So I can print a comma b. Correct, correct. Right, key comma value. Key comma value. Wait. Hey, no, not dict dot items. I have to do my dict dot items. Right, exactly. So, but currently I think we only need. Okay, you know what? Yeah, in my code, original code, I'll make the change. Okay, I'll loop through courses. Okay, so for uh,
Sir,
role,
sir, sorry to
yeah,
interfere.
yeah.
What are these courses here? A dictionary or anything else?
So these courses, so this courses, right?
Yes, sir. What is that?
Yeah. So in this function, courses will be a dictionary. Okay. So let me just kind of specify it. Okay, it will be a dict, and it will be what I'll do is I'll pass this dict into the function. Okay, when I run it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for roll comma courses in no, not courses in, but say courses list in
Sir, your voice is not
courses
coming.
dot items. Yeah, I'm not speaking much, don't worry. So now what we can do is mm, now then we can loop through. Yeah, now after doing this we can also loop through a courses list. Okay, this we can loop through. So first, we'll go through each role, fine, and each courses list, and then we can loop through each list itself, right? So what I'll do is I'll for course in, okay, and then we can do
Sir, network issue from your side of or mine?
Sir side.
Can anyone tell how to check OPP result?
if course
I think it will be released after uh, 15 or 16.
Till now, not declare.
Sir,
Yeah.
not able to see after third line, then you directly jump to 7.
Oh, wait. So it was stuck, was it? Yeah, I'm actually facing network issues today. Am I currently audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Basically, in this code, what I'm doing is for each role comma courses list in the courses, right? Basically, in this dictionary, this will look through the dictionary, correct? This will look through this dictionary.
Yes, sir.
Role will store role, and courses list will store this list, right?
Yeah.
And then we loop through this list itself, okay? And which is being done by the second for loop, right here. Do you see the second for loop?
Yeah, it is simply running in course list,
Yeah,
math and
exactly.
science,
This list.
for example.
Yeah. And then if course is already in course repetitions, right? This one,
What is that?
this
Oh,
dictionary, this empty dictionary. Okay. So if course is already in this course repetition dictionary, then increment it by one, else set it to 0.
set it to 1, sir.
You know what? Yeah, actually set it to 1. True. Correct. And okay, when this for loop ends, someone said something. I don't think it's out right now. Everyone, can you see your result?
No,
No,
it is
sir.
not ready.
No, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, after this for loop has ended, then course repetitions list will basically have all the courses and the number of times they have been taken. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Because every time it goes through this list, it will see a course. If it's already in here, then it will add a one. If it's not in here, then it will set it to one. And then if let's say math is not here, then it will be made one. Then other time it sees math in this one, it will add one. Then it sees science, then it will make it one. Math, it will add one. And math again add one. History, set it to one. So basically math has been there four times, science twice, and then history once, then English once, history twice, and then science three times. So that is what this will do. And you know what, I'll return this.
Reverse करना है sir.
Sir, again your voice is stuck.
Set it to my phone of course underscore repetitions. Hello, am I not audible?
Yes, sir. Stuck in between. Written course.
Stuck in between. Okay,
Yes,
but
sir.
till now,
After
okay,
else.
till now any problems? Okay, is it visible? Hello. Is everything visible? Everyone?
Yes, sir. Now it
Now
is.
visible.
Yes, sir.
So basically, this function. Then I created this dictionary, and I
Sir, your
ran
voice is
of
stucking
student
again.
courses one. I ran. Oh my
Voice
god.
is not
Okay,
clear.
let me. Okay. Okay. Hello. Am I audible, people?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's hope that my internet does not give up again. Okay. So where were we? Yeah, we just created a dictionary. Right. This function, it took in a dictionary. Nice. And with that dictionary, for each roll number, I mean, we are not using the roll number, so we could also have used this. So let's see. Let me. We have uh, items, keys. Do we have something? Yeah, we have dict dot values as well, right? So I do help dict dot values.
Return a list of.
Okay. Uh, exactly. So it returns an object providing a view on the dict values. So in this question, if you okay look at this function itself, it is only using the courses list, right? And which are the values. So if we wanted, then we could have ignored the courses dot items. We could have done courses dot values, and that would have been fine as well. Okay, but anyways, we went for this format role for each role comma courses list pair in the dictionary. We're looping through only the courses list, so this and this, and then if the course is present in the dictionary, then just increment it by one. If not, then set it to one, and then at the end of the loop just return it. Fine. And then after defining the function, what I do is I run this function on this exact dictionary, right? And store the answer in course
Sorry, sir.
repetitions variable.
Sorry. In last third
Yeah.
line, we simply use my function inside it student underscore course is one, not equal to use
Yeah.
anywhere. Why you use here? I
Uh,
don't understand that. Course
so this function,
repetitions.
this was def, right? So I defined a function right here, and then I
Yes,
use the
sir.
function. Clear?
If we don't use course repetition is equal to that, only that part remove, it will result same or wrong.
Exactly. It will be same. It will be same. This is just a variable, right? This is an external variable. This variable was local to the function, right? And this is a global variable.
Yeah, I am asking about that only, sir.
Yeah, clear. I mean, you can name it anything into this also equals to this function, this thing. It will still work. It's just a variable name. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have every course and the number of repetitions stored inside of a dictionary, right? Till here, any problems? Anyone?
Sir, you short dictionary directly. What happen if English one comes first? Your value
Uh,
return according to the sorted values.
I mean, okay, I didn't sort it, but that was just probably, yeah, that is most probably that is just a mere coincidence. That won't be the case every time. Okay, so don't think that it's sorted. It's not actually sorted right now. That is just coincidence because you see, if you look at the order of the old dictionary as well, then you'd see that okay, math comes first. That is why math is already here. Then science came, then came history, and then came English, right? So that is just by mere coincidence because the old dictionary had these values in order. But let's say English was here and history was here, then it would have been a different story. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
we will actually have to sort it. Okay. So to sort it, what we can do is, yeah, I can just create a list. Okay. Create a list, and so first what I'll do is uh, my list. I'm hoping everybody is clear with list comprehensions. If not, then please tell me. So my list will be a list comprehension which will be
Sir,
different.
your voice is not properly coming. It is
Still
stopping in between.
problems.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so it, yeah,
It is from my side or
that is just
your
how the
side.
internet
Can
is
you
today.
confirm from
No,
other?
no. It's from my side. Don't worry. It is from my side.
Yeah, it is from. It is
It
also
is,
happening here.
yeah. It is from my side. I think the internet at the office is kind of wanky today. Uh, anyways, okay. Is it fine right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's fine right now. Okay. So getting back to the question. Okay, I'll create a list called my list, and then I'll just go through comprehension, which will say, Gurkirat, we are just solving some questions on dictionaries. Okay, data processing using dictionaries. So, okay, and the comprehension will say, uh, key for key in course underscore repetitions. Right? Any problem here? So for key in course repetitions, which is math, science, history, and English, that exact value will be appended to this list. Clear? This is what the comprehension says. So if I look at my list, then math, science, history, and English have been added to this list. Any problems here?
No, sir, no problem here, but we are not shorted dictionary above.
Exactly. Now we'll sort. Now we'll sort. Don't worry. Now we'll sort. Till here, no problems, right?
No, sir, any problem not present.
Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll do sorted list equals sorted, and in this function first value will be my list, and the second value will be a key. Okay, so not this key. Okay, not this key, but if you look at the sorted function, let me just pull up. Yeah, I'll do help sorted. Okay, now sorted is a built-in function. Okay, which takes in any iterable, and then it takes in a key. Okay, now that key is a function. That key is meant to be a function which takes in a value and returns some other value. Okay, so returns a new key, new list containing all items from the iterable in ascending order. Okay, nice. A custom key function can be supplied to to customize the sort order, and the reverse flag can be set. So the reverse flag is just there to reverse the sorting. It's by default false. So the sorting whatever it sorts, it won't be reversed. So we can ignore. This is not crucial for this question. What is crucial is the key parameter. Inside the key parameter, we can pass in a function. Am I audible to everyone correctly?
Yes, sir.
Hello, hello. Okay, so to the key parameter, we can pass in a function, and in the function, uh, basically for every value, you can so the function would be defined in such a way that it takes in a value and returns a value. Of course, what the sorted function will do is, let's say, uh, where's my okay? Let's say for math, my function returns um, 10. Okay, just example values. Let's say I have a function f. Okay, and well, you know what? Let's say my function is just a len function. Okay, so let's say for math, right, the function will return my f is just len. Okay, so for math it returns 4, right? For science it will return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? For history it will return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 again. And then for English, ENGLISH. Okay, English. Let's do English one, and history. Uh, okay, and for English one, it does. Then it will return 8, right? So Whatever function I provide here, whatever the function provide back to me. What key does is that these values will be used to compare, used to sort. Okay, whatever my function returns, those values will be used to sort these things. Okay, that is what the key means.
Sorry,
So
sir. But if
yeah,
these are the cases, then why we make dictionary? Math is equal to 4, then science, then history, and then English. Why we made
I
that
mean, okay,
dictionary?
yeah, okay, I'll show you. So in this case, the function is just the len function, right? But what in our case, what we'll do is we'll use these values: math 4, science 3, history 2, English 1. So what we'll do is key. I'll set it to. I think I should create a function beforehand. So okay, my func2 equals no, wait, def my func2, it takes in a value x and returns course underscore repetitions of x. Okay, now if I do, let's say, my func2 of, let's say, maths, then what will I get? Tell me. My function returns the course repetitions of that x, right? So if I do my func of math, what will I get? I'll get 4, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so wait, oh, I didn't even return it. I have to return it. Return. Okay, nice. Yeah, return. So this gives me 4. And if I do science, I get 3. That 4, 3. So I'll use this exact function in the key of sorted. So this is what I wrote, right? So sorted my list will be the sorted function applied to my list, which is this, but the key will be set to my func2. Key equals my func2. And now what it will do is it will use these values, right? So it will use 4, 3, 2, and 1 to sort math, science, history, and English. Okay. So if you go by this sorting, then math should come first, science second, history third, and English fourth, right? That's the order of these values, correct? So it will do exactly that. It will use,
Sir, my
yeah.
list is a list, and second function runs on dictionary. How it is possible?
Which one? This one?
Yes, sir. I stuck in sorted that part.
Yes. Yeah, sorted does not run on a dictionary. Sorted takes in, uh, it sorted takes in any iterable. What is happening is that the key which is defined, key is a function, right? Key in the key function I have given in my func2, and what my func2 does is that it will take an x, and for that x it returns the course repetitions of that x, right? So what sorted will do is inside of my list, it will take each value, it will give it to my func, and whatever my func2 returns, that value will be used to sort.
Why
So it is
you
something,
don't use bracket after func2?
because we are not running it. We are just telling Python that use this function when you need to sort. We don't need to run it. We just need to tell Python which function you need to use as key. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So while sorting, it will take values from here. It will give it to my func2, and whatever my func2 returns, that will be used to sort the values. Okay. So if I press enter and look at sorted list, sorted underscore my list, then we have English, history, science, math. Okay. We have the reverse sorting because it by default it does in what is it? Ascending order. Okay. So it worked, right? Can you see it
Yeah,
worked?
we have to reverse is
Yeah,
equal to true,
yeah,
right?
exactly. We can just do reverse equals 2. So reverse equals true. So because it does in ascending order, then we got the reverse of the original list. I mean, it that was just by pure coincidence that it was sorted already, but you can see that it worked. So in place of key, we pass in a function. This function was returning, the corresponding repetition values. So here the key function can be anything. Okay. So let's see. So let me check. Sort, sorted my list. Okay, now it's math, science, history, English again. So that is how our code currently works. So what I'll do is I'll take this code. Uh, Yep, a few dots. I'll just quickly write it there. And I have a few more things to explain here, okay? So, okay, nice. Yeah. Course underscore repetitions is empty for role, comma, courses in student courses. Student courses for courses for course in courses. If course in course underscore repetitions, then do course repetitions of course uh, plus equals 1, else course underscore course repetitions of course uh, equals set to 1. Okay, nice. After that, our course repetitions dictionary will be created. Now what we can do is yeah, nice. Then what we did was, okay, yeah, my list equals a comprehension, which will be course for course in course repetitions. And the way to look at it is this for loop runs separately and it returns each course for each course in course repetitions. Okay, this is this comprehension. Now we'll sort it. So sorted list equals sorted function with the first thing is my list and the second thing is a key. Key equals, okay, key will be a function. Okay, this question is not, I mean, it has been solved, but there are a few improvements which we can make. I think at least one. I'll show you what it is, and it will actually cover lambda functions. So stick around. So key is will be my func for now, and my func. So def my func. It takes in an x, and for that x it will return course repetitions of x. Nice. Okay, and then reverse equals true, and then return sorted list. Nice. Try to test run. Let's see. What is the problem? Too many values to back. So for roll comma courses and student courses.
Line number 23, I guess it will be student courses dot item, right?
Oh yeah, dot item exactly. Dot items. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, dot items is what is it? Yeah, it gives out all the tuples in the form of yeah, every key value pair in the form of tuples. Okay, it passes. Let me submit it, and it passes as well. Okay, nice. So you say this function, right? The improvement which we can make is this function, correct? We have a function definition here. True. Now, okay, how do I convert it to a lambda functions? Everybody knows lambda functions here, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. And so let me see. Yeah. For this function right here, back. For this function right here, what would be the corresponding lambda function? It would be something like lambda, then it takes in an x and just returns course underscore repetitions, this thing of x, right? This is a lambda function which is the same as this one, correct, everyone?
Sir, only difference in lambda function and normal function is that lambda function don't start with def. Am I wrong
Yeah,
or right?
I mean, okay. The difference is that you are first of all, okay, they don't start with df, okay, nice. And another thing that is that you don't need to store it somewhere. So when you do def myfunc of x, then it is the function definition is stored inside of myfunc, right? Whenever you want, you can run it using myfunc. Here, that constraint is removed, so you can just so for example, now okay, you'll see it in action. What I can do here is instead of key equals myfunc, I can do this. So let me full screen this. Yeah. Instead of key equals myfunc, I can just go ahead and do lambda takes in an x and returns force repetitions of that x. So you define the parameters and then you define the return value. That's it. And I mean, it stops you from writing complex functions, right? But in the places where you don't need complex functions, you can just go with lambda. So key is a place where you generally don't need anything complex. And what happens is, see, this function does not have any it's not stored anywhere. It is just here to be used, and it's not mentioned after this line is run, whereas this has been stored. So if you can just remove this, and this is kind of a use and throw function now. So yeah, that is one use of lambda functions right here. So now if I do test run, it will work the same way. And I think it passed. How do I check that? Yeah, it still passes. Okay. And I mean, you are not limited to just using it as use and throw. You can even store it inside of a function. So if I do my func2 equals this exact thing, you are actually allowed to store it, but you have an option to just use it and forget it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any problems, anyone, in this question at any point?
So that lambda one, once again, can you repeat?
Lambda 1. Okay. So this lambda function, right? The definition of the lambda function is clear to you, right?
Yes, actually, I can make it remember.
What the thing is that you can either store it somewhere and then use it later, or you could just uh, just put it, just define it where you need, and then forget about it. So this, let's say I create a lambda function, something like this. Okay, I'll do.
Sir, I have a
Yeah.
doubt. Here, line number 34. Here, my function too is used many time or single time.
So now what you can do? Okay, fine. I'll show you. Yeah, exactly. So my func2 equals this exact thing.
I guess, sir, if
Okay.
we are storing in myfunc, then we can use multiple times, right?
Exactly. So my func2, if I pass in, math, then I get 4, and I'm still able to use it. Okay, English, I can still use it.
Sir, but you say that lambda function is use and throw means
Yeah,
only one use.
you have an option to use it that way. Okay, so here I have a function right here, right? I have a lambda function here instead of key, correct? Do I can, and when I just define it right here and forget, I won't be able to use it anywhere else, right? So that is something you can. So in normal functions, you cannot do this. You have to define it first and then use it somewhere. But in
Yeah,
lambda functions,
that's mean 34 line number is used as it is assigned to a variable.
exactly,
If
exactly,
not done that, only one use of lambda function.
simple, exactly. So when you know, okay, this was just a small piece of code. When you're writing, a big piece of code, then you, let's say you have uh, important functions which you want to be there. So inside of them, for these small cases, you can just use the lambda function. Okay, so it eliminates the need of defining each and small functionality for every sort. If you're having to define a function, that your code can get a bit hectic. Okay, so that is where the lambda functions come in, and I guess there should be probably more users for them. So let's say, what could be the use cases for lambda functions? Let's see. Okay, event driven. Okay, give examples. In Python, of course, in sorting, in filtering, in mapping, of course. I mean, okay, these three are the most common things which you do using lambda functions. So in bigger code, uh, you won't have to create a new function every time you need to sort, every time you need to map, every time you need to function filter. It makes life just a bit easier if you get comfortable with it. Yeah.
Sir, can you please explain last line again?
In bigger code, it just makes life a bit easier. Okay, you won't have to go and create small functions here and there just to sort, map, or filter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have? What else do we have? Any other question? Hmm. Okay. Yes. Find largest subsequence the Antakshi problem. I don't know if this uses the dictionary function type. Does this use the dictionary? Words already have. I think. 1, 2. Okay. Here the dictionary could be used, but it's not that it's not that complicated. Let's see if I solve it. I think this will be an easy one, but the dictionary is being used here. So what this question wants is, it will give you an integer, it will give you a number. Okay, will input a number, and what you have to output is uh, the numbers digits separated by hyphens in words. So if you do 1 to 3, 123, then you should get output 123. If you put input 456, then you should get output of 456. I think this is a very easy question. It's a very quick and easy question. So what I have to do, first things first, I just have to define a dictionary. Okay, so my dict is the font size. My dict equals uh, yeah, 1 corresponds to 1. Okay, 2 corresponds to 2. Okay, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Yeah, hello. Hey, what's this? Yeah, the next topic would be that only. Don't worry. Hey, mapping aggregation filtering. That is okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. Someone raise their hand. Please, 3, 4 is 4. Okay, this is kind of redundant task doing again and again. 5 is 5. 6 is 6. I mean, you can see where we are going with it. I think everybody knows what we're going to do. We'll loop through the digits. 7 is 7. And we'll add things to a string. 8 is 68. 9 is 9. What is this? And then 0 is 0. Okay, that is my dictionary. Okay, so 1 is 1. 2 is 2. Click. 3 is 3. 4 is 8. 4 is
Sir, why are
4.
you
5 is
doing that?
5. Yeah?
Why are you doing this now?
Which one?
At the
Enter.
current, what are you doing?
I'm just putting the enters just for readability, not nothing else. This is just for readability. So what we'll do is, so we get a number and we have to output a string. So what we can do is, so
For
num
readability, sir, you have to use one below that same position in two. Why you
no,
make a space gap in between?
that is not necessary actually. So in this case, Python will take this and this as the clue. It will use these two braces. That is, I can have any number of spaces here. That is not a problem. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, yeah. So as long as it's between these two brackets, it's fine. You can use any number of spaces. Okay, back again. Number is str of num, and then uh, s equals an empty string. Then for let's say, for I in number, s plus equals mhm, s plus equals my dect of int of I. Okay, and or you know what, we can also do this, don't worry. Control. Put this here and then put this. Simple. And then we can just do I here. Nice. And this as well. Plus a
Sir,
dash.
what is number here for I in number?
Number is this right here.
And then string number.
We have num right here.
Okay, okay.
Got it? So num will
Yes,
be
sir.
an integer. We are converting that integer to a string, and then for each digit in that number, we are just to s we are adding this right here. What is this? My dict of 1. So basically, the name of that digit, right? And then extra dash, and then at the end s will be so for 1 2 3 it will be 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash. For 4 5 6 it will be 4 dash 6 dash 4 dash 5 dash 6 dash. So we need to remove the last dash, so we can just do um, s equals s of everything up until the -1 point, and test run. That should work. Wait, no, I have to return s as well. Return s. Okay. Key error 2. Key error 2. Oh, I forgot this one. Let's run. This works, and I think the pivots will also pass. I mean, this
Sir,
user
can you
except
please explain line number 29?
line number 29. Yeah, see, S was initially an
Empty
uh,
string.
empty string, right? And then for each digit in the number, so number will be str of num, right? So it will contain digits.
Sir,
Correct.
string num, I don't get that. I for I in num
So
is equal
look
to
at
integer.
this.
That I understand. Then
So
we
number
change
what
it
takes
to
it?
yes, sir.
Yeah, we take changes to a string, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then for I number, what will be happen? What will happen? So let's say num is 1 2 3. Then what will be number? Number will be 1 to 3 in string format, right?
Yes, sir.
And when we loop through 1 to 3, then I will take the values 1, 2, and 3, right?
Separately.
Separately, correct?
Single string.
Single,
Okay,
right?
sir.
So for each I in the number string, my dect of I will be added to S, okay?
Yes, sir.
Alongside a dash,
Yeah.
alongside this hyphen. And then, but it will do that for everything, right? So it will do 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, right? For 1 to 3 we'll get 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash. So we need to remove the last dash, right? So I just did this. I just took a slice from starting till the n minus 1. Got it?
29 is just simple string concatenation of dictionary values of I and
Exactly. It's simple string concatenation.
okay.
And then in 931 we are just removing the extra dash which will be added.
For last dash
Exactly, the last dash, the last one.
and then return s.
Return as. Okay, so this was an easy question. But I mean, the only thing which we used the dictionary for was to fetch the values, not that complicated. But yeah, okay, dictionary was used here. Uh, I think now I'll move to the topics of
Sir, can you please show the last code? I have to take a screenshot.
take a screenshot. Sure, here's the code. Okay. Uh, nice. Now, what else do we have? Yeah, then somebody asked about different topics. So, mapping, aggregation, and filtering. Okay, Meghna, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the exact doubt here?
So, especially in graded assignment, we are given the questions and we have
Right.
to identify whether it's a mapping, aggregation, or filtering. So, sir, I'm kind of getting confused, especially like if the output is a list, will it be counted as aggregation?
Oh, okay. So, basically, okay, have you attended the previous sessions where these topics were explained?
No, sir. Then I have missed. If you
Okay,
can.
okay. Yeah, okay. These topics are actually from, I think, the earlier sessions, the earlier weeks, but okay, I'll explain it. And it would be a revision for everyone. Sorry? Your voice is kind of muted. Okay, my voice is not coming.
Coming, but not that much clear.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, mapping, aggregation, and filtering are concepts in programming. Okay, uh, and here's a quick basic simple thing. For
Sir,
any, yeah,
sir,
hello.
any how to use them?
Uh, can everyone hear Manjeet, or is it only me who is having problems?
Manjeet voice not clear.
So we
Yeah,
can
Manjeet,
hear
your voice is
you.
not clear. You can hear him.
So we can hear you, not
Okay, you
him.
can hear me, right? Not him. Yeah, Manjeet, could you please leave and join again? So, uh, mapping, filtering, and What is the last one? Aggregation. These are three topics in programming, three types of problems, or you could say patterns which you see while solving problems. Okay, and these are applicable for every programming language. So I'll explain the concept. So for
Sorry, sir.
any,
I'm still
yeah,
uh, listening some voice other than you.
okay. Uh, is my voice clear to everyone here?
So yours is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Manjeet,
Not
there is
Manjeet.
some problem with your device, I think. You can either restart your device. You can plug out and plug in your earphones again. Try something. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Okay. I can't hear you, Manjeet. You
okay.
can type. You can type if you want. Okay. For any collection of values, these are so these things are valid for any collection of values. Okay. And what are these? So first, let's start with uh, filtering, the easiest one. Okay. Filtering. It is basically choosing values based on a condition.
Sir, I joined from other device. It is still same problem.
Okay. Am I still
Multiple
okay?
voice came to me.
Multiple voices coming to you. Is that a problem for anybody else?
So maybe little noise is there.
No.
Maybe your background or somebody's background. That's I think what is mentioned.
Yeah, actually there is some background noise from my side. Yeah, that is true.
There is some sort of additional background noise like the people chatting and all that.
Yeah, that is true. That will be there. I can't do anything about it. I'm very sorry. I'm actually at my office right now.
Yes, sir. I have to slow the voice. That's maybe correct.
Okay. I'll get back again. So filtering is choosing values based on a condition. Okay. So let's say we have, for example, we have the values simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Now, if my condition, okay, if my condition is only even, then I'll get the values 2, 4, 6, and 8 right here, right? Whenever you see something like this, okay, where you had some initial collection of values, and out of that collection you filter out some, okay, based on a condition. Okay, that is that is filtering, as simple as that. Whenever you say this, be very confident, this is filtering and nothing else. Simple, it's that simple. Based on a condition, you take out some values.
Sir, but if we use if else, like if a condition satisfied, do this,
Yeah,
otherwise do this, then it's not a filtering, no? Because we are not filtering, we are doing some manipulation on all data.
exactly. Filtering is simple, just based on some condition, taking out some values. Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay.
So maybe if we use if else, then it is also filtering.
Okay, it kind of depends. Okay, you'll see that you're in the question, you'll find out that okay, you're filtering out the
Yes, sir.
values
For
and
example,
yeah.
we take a numbers list and then filtering even numbers in one list and odd numbers in other.
Exactly. So that could also be called filtering. Okay, it is not that strict. Okay, uh, but you'll kind of have to be intuitive with this one. Okay, but
So
mhm,
I have sent one code in the chat. In
right,
this code, I understand that next is used for aggregation because we are going to return one input in the end. And but I need to understand, like here we have if condition and
mhm,
we are filtering the data to return the output. So in this case, why are we not mentioning filtering? We are only using aggregation. Because first we are using filter and then we are putting the aggregation here. But in this kind of condition, I get confused. Like why there is if condition and it is not considered as filter?
Okay, so what this code does is, it will, the comprehension will return
Sir,
an
what is next here?
next. Okay, this is from
File handling.
no, it is from iterators and generators. So next will give you the next value from any iterator. Okay.
So
Yes, sir.
ultimately, it is going to return none, right? It is not going to return a value. So it is a aggregation since it is giving one output. But we
Uh,
are filtering the result first, right? Because we are seeing that if A inward, if there is A, we are filtering as well, right? Or not?
right.
If
So you know what?
there may be some words where the A is not used in some
Right.
conditions.
Right.
So we are taking out those values and we are taking the inputs only where A is present. So filter
Right.
is being used, but why is it in the option filter is not there where filter is wrong at this place?
Yeah.
So
So
I
if
am
you,
getting confused in this
right,
complex
right,
thing. Otherwise,
exactly.
I'm fine.
So the question says that, the question would probably be something like this. Tick, select the data processing patterns found in the quality code, correct?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Right, and then there will be this code, and you can
mm-hmm.
clearly see in this code that we are actually using filtering, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we are doing aggregation at the last point. So see, your
We're
answer
using
is
both here.
correct. Okay.
You mean
Sir,
to say?
where is
It,
aggregation here?
Yeah, so what is aggregation here?
yeah, so I'll explain aggregation, but this clearing Meghna's, okay, Anjum. Yeah, Anjum's
Sir,
doubt
can you
that,
please explain whole code?
okay, the whole code. Okay, I'll copy this code. But yeah, Anjum, you're actually correct. This this does have filtering, and then it also has aggregation. Okay. If you look at if you look at the whole code and what it returns, then okay, of course it is purely aggregation. But the question was that select the data processing patterns found in the code. So it is asking about whatever is happening inside the code. And if you look inside the code, then we have filtering and then aggregation. So yeah, clear? Am I audible?
But the correct option will not include the filter. It will only include the aggregation only.
Where was this question present?
It's in graded assignment. That's why I'm not
Grid
asking you for
assignment, right?
the
Right,
yeah.
grid
But
assignment. Which
I
one?
know that the
It is
seven.
week 7, sir. Week
Which
7
one?
is a whole assignment based on mapping, filtering, and aggregation.
Okay. So which one exactly? Which one is this? Let me see.
And if you
This one.
go to the question number four, and I understand that there is additional mapping below this code. The same code is modified in question number next to this.
Right,
Yes,
right,
the
exactly.
fifth one. But I understand that mapping is being used here, and so you mean to say that filtering is also done here?
Exactly.
But I have
Okay.
that will be
So
wrong actually.
yeah.
Sir,
It
where
collects.
we get a resource for aggregation, filtering, and mapping for such type of questions?
Okay, I'll explain the topics, but okay, but Anjum, actually, your answer is correct, and it's most probably correct. It should be correct. If not, then uh, why won't that be right? So I'll forward this to the instructor. And how, okay, how do you know that it is only aggregation?
I have seen uh, I have seen somewhere, right? And I discussed with someone else
Maybe
as well.
YouTube video or
So
chat.
yes, so filter is
Okay,
not there. That's not making me confused, and I have doubt on dot join as well. I need to
okay.
clarify dot join if it is aggregation considered because since we are giving the output of just one line, we are joining all the strings to make it one.
Right. Okay, aggregation is definitely there because it takes so. Okay, everybody, quick explanation right here. Filtering is, when we take a set of you take a collection of values, and based on some condition, filter out a few values out of them. Okay. Quick explanation. Aggregation works on the same concept. You have a collection of values, right? Some collection, and For that collection of values, when you return just one answer, okay, that is aggregation. Okay,
So
you
one
used
can be one list, like one object, you mean?
not okay. I mean, hmm, not a list, not a list. I mean, if you know, if this collection has a list in has is a collection of lists, then of course one list would be the could be the could be an answer. It depends on what the collection is. Okay, in that context, if you ask that if can it be a list or not, then it depends on the collection. But in general, that is it. Okay, if you just take in a collection,
So that is what is not clear to me. One answer means like one, like some x equal to 5. So
right?
maybe
Yeah.
value, or it can be one object in Python, like maybe a list is an object or tuple is an object, like that. What
Oh,
one answer mean?
okay, that is a very nice question. And you know, how would I approach it? How would what? So if I face something like this, then I would simply take it as, you know, whatever the data types of the collection was, right? My output, if my output would be one of that data type, okay, that is what I would consider aggregation.
One
Okay.
of that iteration mean here.
Let's say, you know, if the collection was a collection of strings, right? Then I would expect that my one answer is, you know, also a string.
I string, yes.
Yeah. And if it's more complicated than that, then I mean, then
It is a dictionary whose values are list and list contains strings inside them. What will happen then?
okay, but then you won't be operating on the dictionary, right? You'll be operating on the list, and it depends on what you are doing to the list.
So the data type I get a dictionary whose
Okay.
values are list and list contain individual strings as list input.
Yeah, but then show me a function, right? What are you doing? That
So
Sir,
here
that
we
I have
have the
no
aggregation.
function. How if aggregation works here? What will the answer in that?
no, aggregation is not a function in itself. I cannot tell you if aggregation works. You have to provide me some code, some logic, and based on that, I can, you know, kind of determine if. Based on that, you can
No,
determine if
sir.
it's
I
aggregation.
am simply asking if one answer will came. What that is? That is a dictionary type or a list type or a string type.
Not that, Manjeet. Okay, your question is that we have a dictionary, and inside of dictionary we have keys, and then each key has a value dictionary. It has a value list, and then which is, you know, S1, S2, S3,
These
S4,
are strings.
S5. Yeah, S5, S6. One answer. I mean, if you want, but I need to know, right? I need to know if you are, you know, operating on a dictionary, or are you operating on each of the lists? Tell me.
It is simply returning values. Then what will happen?
What value is it returning? Tell me.
Uh, Sir, I am not able to form question directly, and I have no question now. But
Okay.
I want to ask what will happen in that case.
In what case, Manjeet?
Sir, in that case, if we return only one value here,
Also, I want to ask here, so is there
I don't understand what you mean by one value. That's why I am.
Yeah, one value out of the collection. Okay, it is. It could be out of the collection, and I mean, uh, there won't be any case where, okay, I mean, let's say you have a list as well, then a string, and then a dict in the same collection, and out of that you are returning one answer. Uh, that is a nice question, and I would like to see where this is applied. But if you know, if you are using the values, okay, if you're using the values of, you know, the collection to return a value which is anything, okay, then that could also be counted as aggregation. You know, these are concepts. This is not solidified code. So there you have to kind of, you know, fit it to a definition.
Means these questions are not always correct. Maybe some possibility of incorrection in them in
Yeah,
returning answer.
yeah. So if you take this one as well, right? I have seen this type of question before. and the answer was marked incorrectly. When I asked my instructor, right, then he told me that okay, the answer was marked wrong. So in question number 4 and 5, let's see after after the deadline is done, I'll ask. Also, yeah,
So
I'll ask
here we should include filtering, right? Because it is being
okay,
used and
if I were solving this question, then I would tick all three
mm,
here, and I would tick all two here. Okay.
Sir,
okay.
what is none doing here? I am not understanding that
Yeah,
in
none.
question.
Yeah, none is the default value. Okay, so first of all, aggregation the concept and map and filtering the concept. Are they like clear enough to you for simple questions, right?
Yeah, so simple question clear, but not such type of question.
Yeah, these are okay. You won't see this generally, but okay. For in case of aggregation, if your function uses all of these things to return something, you can call it aggregation. Okay, and that is generally it. Okay, I mean, okay, there can be a function which is for any value, for any collection, if it is always returning one, then what do we call it? Do we call it aggregation? I mean, technically you can, but should you call it aggregation? I don't know. It depends on you know how
Can you
strict
repeat your
you are.
question, sir?
So for example, right, let's say we have a function, right, f, and which for any collection, right, any collection return one. This one is that aggregation. Aggregation. I mean, it is kind of debatable. I mean, by the definition, it is, but like,
Yeah, it is only returning one. That's why it is aggregation.
I mean, by the
But they have not
definition, it is,
provided
but
any document on this. There is nothing to study on this part, and they have given the question. So, which is why we are confused.
exactly. So that's the thing. These are okay. These are concepts. So I mean, okay, you can say that okay, by the definition, this is aggregation, but it feels wrong, right? That whatever you input, it always gives me a one. Then it
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 is
just
kind
feels
of a
wrong to me.
summary. Is it kind of a summary?
This
Aggregation, yes.
uh, I okay. So summary is a very vague word. I mean, it is
Okay.
it has too many contexts.
So actually, this concept, if I'm not wrong, sir, it is not included in any of the video lectures.
Is it
And
not?
no, sir, I have seen all the lectures and I could not find anywhere. And
Sir, I also watch all the lectures.
so more or less, I understand the concept.
Right.
But then there's no written document or anything to guide us.
You know what?
They
Let's
should provide some kind of at least a written PDF or something. They should
Yes.
attach, like you can
Yeah.
read and then
is that
solve these questions.
yeah. Okay, let me see. Is that not present in our book? This one. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So look functions. Okay. Hmm. You know what? Okay. Let's see mapping. Mm-hmm. Okay, not as such. Okay. Uh, let's ask an LLM. What does an LLM say? Because LLMs have all the data of the world. So I'll go ahead and ask Copilot.
But LLM options, last time in week 5, it happened that I was trying to understand these concepts and I couldn't find any reading document or something. So I just went to
Okay.
LLM and got the answers, and those answers were wrong according to
It gives the
our.
wrong answer.
Okay, I won't ask for
So
the answer. What I'll ask is a clear actual definition, and let's give it cases. Okay, let's give it cases.
yeah,
And
I understand, but according to LLM, this portal shows incorrect.
Yes, it
Whatever
shows
I
incorrect.
understood and solved the questions, and then those were incorrect. Whatever I
okay, yeah,
understood from LLM.
I will actually ask my instructors about these questions. Okay, because last time when we saw these questions, they were like a part of week 3 or 4, right? And many were marked incorrectly. The answers of
Yeah,
for
many
many of
answers
you,
were wrong because
yeah, and and they had to be kind of re-evaluated. uh, they actually made changes to the answers, and if you go back and check, then if you did by uh, what I explained right here, if you did by this logic, then if you go and check back, then I think a few of which you marked and they were marked wrong originally, if you did it by this logic, then you'll find them marked correctly this time. The answers were evaluated. Okay, so okay, let's okay, do this thing. Hmm. Explain the concept of aggregation to me. Okay. Okay. Aggregation is an object-oriented concept in one class. No, not that aggregation. That not the object-oriented aggregation. Just the simple aggregation when performed on a collection. Simple data processing pattern. Summarizing operation. Okay. Nice. I mean, this LM use the same word. Okay, let's see. Like some average min max account. Okay, yeah, these are some these are some easy examples, right? I mean, if you have a list of numbers, then sum is also aggregation. Average is aggregation. Taking the min or max out of a collection of numbers is aggregation. Counting the amount of values you have in a collection, that is also aggregation. Yeah. Okay, fine. Over a collection of values to produce a single result or a smaller set of results. Okay, smaller set of results. You know what? Let's not look at this because it will make things more confusing.
Sir, what is data processing pattern here?
Data processing pattern means you have some data and you process it.
Sir, what do you
Sir,
say?
I've sent one code from week 3 where our answers, my answer is marked wrong. I need to understand. What I understand here is filtering is being used. If length of the string is less than 2, then print num, otherwise break. So, what do you think? What should be the correct answer here?
Okay, yeah,
In my answer, filtering is marked wrong.
Right. Okay, wait 1 second. Manjeet, wait. You said something? What is data
Sir,
processing pattern? Huh? Yeah, filtering, mapping, aggregation. These are data processing patterns. In total, we call them data processing patterns. Okay, this is your code, right? For I in range n, num is int of input. Okay. If okay, print num and break. This is aggregation. This is aggregation.
Because we are printing just one value.
Exactly, we're printing just one value, and
because
that too, just the first value. Okay, the first value which we find. So we are not even going through every value.
So it will break only when it gets the first input.
Yeah. Only as soon as it gets the first input, which satisfies this condition. So.
But sir, if a break is not here, then it will print as many
All.
values as
Yeah,
possible.
exactly. So then you could clearly say that it is doing filtering, but here it's not. So let's say we have some. Let's say we have.
But the filtering should be applied on some collection. Like here, we are not having any collection.
I mean, okay, you could okay, no, not a concrete collection, but we are having a set of inputs, right? We'll take multiple inputs. So I mean, abstractly, that is a collection, right? It's not concretely a collection, but it is a collection of values which will be taken from the user. Also, let's say the user inputs 9, 8, 7, 10, 20, right? So if you look at the if condition, then by the if condition, these three satisfy, right? Correct? Anjum? Yeah, by the
Sir,
wait. So First, let us discuss this. So by this condition, then these three will satisfy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the code, then it stops as soon as it sees this, right?
Okay.
And it just gives you that value, right? It doesn't
Maybe
even
I was confused at that time how break works. So I thought it is filter.
Okay.
So it will just take the first output and then
Yeah, exactly.
break it.
And
And
let's
what
say
I
we
thought
have,
that it will take 8, 9, and 7, and once it gets 10, then it will
yes.
break.
No. It breaks as soon as soon as it prints, it breaks.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't go through all the possible inputs.
So, sir, if we say that we are using filtering as well as aggregation.
Yeah, here I would not pick filtering here, because it's not even taking in all the values of the collection. It
Yes.
is just as soon as it sees something which satisfies it, it's just returning that and stopping.
So, if not filtering, then we are left with only aggregation, and
Exactly.
just because it's just printing one value, we are calling it aggregation.
Correct.
And in the second code, sir,
In the second one,
yeah.
we're taking an input. Okay, then value is set to none originally, and for I in range n, value is none. For I in range n, take multiple inputs, and if value is none, then it set value to num. Hey, what if value is none? Then set value to num. Nice. Elif else. Okay. So that is just for the first time. That will be done just for the first time. Elif num num division divided by 2 is smaller than value. Value equals num. Hey, let me see what this code does. I'd have to run it.
So, I think there's no filtering happening. It's just based on condition we are providing value to.
Yeah, wait. I need to run this kind of hey, value. So it takes an input. Initially values. Hey, run please. Okay, end of that. To put in. So len of input. See len of input. Okay, so let's say we have hello a 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 and this and this. Okay, nice.
सर यहाँ
Oh,
पे फिल्टर तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है हमारा.
wait. What is this error? Invalid int. Oh, first one has to be okay. 1 2 3 4 6. I have to put a 6 here. Okay. And now it works. First and last. It gives us a 1. Okay. So n is 6. Value set to none. For I in range 6, it will take the other input. So num is something. Num is it's expecting a number in your input. Okay, sorry. I'll make it 1. I'll make it 45. Okay. Yeah. If value is none, then set value to num. And this will be only for the first time, right? So we can ignore this. So only for the first time the value would be none. After that it will have something. Okay. Now if num divided by 2 is smaller than value is num. So it will be halved. Okay, nice. And the next time num will be something, and if it's smaller than that, this is aggregation, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah,
यहाँ
this
पे
is
हम mapping, we are using mapping as well, right? No, because we are assigning the value to value equals num. So are we using mapping here or not?
okay. So I'll kind of okay. Let me just explain what mapping is, and let's see then if that thing is being followed. So mapping is just you have some collection of values, okay, and let's say your collection is x. So x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5. And for x, you create a new collection y, which will have for each for each xi, it will have a yi. Okay, it can be y1, y2, y3, y4, and y5. This is mapping, okay. And what it does, so for each x for each x, it will create a y, and it should be for each x strictly. Okay, so whenever you see this happening, where it's taking a collection of values, and for each value in that collection, it's giving an output as a new value, and it returns and it uses basically for everything. If you get something new, that is mapping. Okay, it's mapping each value to another value. Now, is that happening in our question? Best, first of all, is mapping clear to everyone? Any problems? No problems, right? And listen, this f of x can be anything, right? This f of x could also be 1, f of x equals 1. That is also a valid map. Okay, so let's say I have the values 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and what I get in return is 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1, because my f of x was 1. That is also a valid map. Okay, this is also a valid map. Now let's look at what is happening in this.
Mapping, it's somewhat similar to domain and range.
Yeah.
I think, in simple terms.
You could say image and co-image. You could say. So this is the image, right?
Okay.
And this is the co-image. What else?
So for mapping, we need to have the same number of outputs for the same number of inputs.
Same number of inputs. Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise,
the
it is
number.
not
Yeah.
mapping.
Yeah. Now, while inside
Somehow,
of
if
code,
we are filtering and then we are putting some conditions like we were doing in the previous code, where we were
right.
filtering on the basis of A, E, I, O, U present in the word, and then we were multiplying it with the
Yeah.
number 2.
Yeah.
So it was filtering and mapping as well, right?
Yeah, because see, the question was that what data processing patterns do you find inside of the code? So if you look in the code, then you see that at one step it does the mapping thing, and the next step it does the so at one step it does the filtering and then does the mapping. So that is what's
So, but
happening inside.
then the concept of same number of domain and same number of output will not qualify in
I
that
mean,
case.
it qualifies, but just locally, not when you look at the whole code. When you look inside of the code, then locally at a point it would be qualifying. That okay, at this point of the code, these were the filtered values, and for the filtered values, we got some new values. So when you're getting new values for the filter values, that at that point the mapping is valid.
If
Manjit, you are not audible. I'm very sorry. Okay. Okay. So now this code, back to this code again. So let's see what this is. I pasted somewhere already. No. Okay.
now I am audible or not?
Yeah. Now you are audible.
I want to ask if values are valued,
You are not audible again, Manjit.
if return values are less than total values, then what will happen?
If return values are less than the
Total.
number of values, total value, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Then it is not
okay.
mapping.
Then it's not mapping, of course, because mapping, what it does, for each value it gives you a new value, and it happens for each value. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah. Where were we? We were at this code. What does this code do? And then if the value is num, then I do this. Lf num by 2 is smaller than value. Instead, I'll do something else. See, we are never maintaining. We are never maintaining the filtered values, or we are never maintaining what we have mapped each value to, right? So when we are not never maintaining, the collections, filter outputs or mapped outputs, then we can't really say that it's mapping it to something else or filtering some values. I mean, every time at every step, when we get a new value, we are completely forgetting the old value, right? In the question, in the code. Am I audible? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at some questions where when there is a if condition and then it's being mapped to something else, then in the output, it is kind of relevant because in the last step only, it was only in the last step that for each value in your output, you could see that okay, one step before this value was something else. So you could say that okay, uh, this value came from here, just map down to something else. But in this code, we move one step and we move two steps and then we move three steps, and the old value is lost somewhere very far away. So uh, at the end, I
Sir,
would only
last
mark
one, last
aggregation
one,
here.
last one.
Last one, yeah. At the end, I would only mark aggregation here. Hello.
Sir, it is actually not aggregation according to me. It is simply returning the last output value.
It is returning only one
Yeah,
output,
it is
right?
returning,
We need
returning
to.
only one value for the whole collection, right?
So
That is,
That's
aggregation
why
is
you
there for
say
sure.
aggregation.
aggregation is there for sure. Uh, if I remember correctly, then yeah, mapping and filtering is not there, right? In the answer,
Yeah, it's just
aggregation.
aggregation.
Yeah.
I needed to know why it is not mapping.
Uh, hmm. So when you solve this question mentally, then as soon as okay. So if you look at this question, let's say, uh, yeah, if you look at some, I create a question right here. Okay, look at this question. This code for I in 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma okay up until 8. Okay, this is until 8. If uh, I is even, this pseudocode. Okay.
So now I understood. You explained with the code, no? So I understood why
Yeah, but still,
there is
okay,
a problem.
just for the sake of it, if we are printing
Mhm.
I times 2. Okay. Now when you solve it mentally, then you could see that it's happening something like this, right? That from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, it will get 2 4 6 and 8, and then out of this, then it will print 4 8 12 and 16, right? So while solving mentally, you can see clearly that from 1 to 8, it will take these values and then it will print these, right? Is it? Am I speaking something? Sorry,
They are simple single line.
Man- Manjeet, you're not audible. I'm very sorry, Manjeet. Okay, others. Uh, is this like a valid way to solve it, right? Mentally, you could solve it this way, right? That okay, for every value, it kind of filters and then it maps, right? So here, I would be very, very confident
Sir,
to say,
now I am audible.
yeah, now you're audible.
Sir, I am asking for this, it will single return 2468. Why
Yeah,
you return in the form of list?
uh, I'm talking about when I'm solving it mentally, not going just by the code exactly.
Okay, sir.
But yeah,
Exactly, if it return, it will simply return 4, then
yeah,
8,
yeah,
and
true.
then
That is
12.
true. That is true. But I'm talking about the way of solving. Okay. Now just look at the
Okay, sir.
contrast. Okay, look at this question right here. What this question does, okay, is uh, this num variable you see, right? This num variable, when you even when you solve this manually mentally, you will see that as soon as you move on to this value, you will be discarding the old thing. Okay, you won't you will completely discard the old thing. So while solving, you will get this kind of thing that okay, num is this, and then values, okay, values 1. Value was always set to 1 for some reason. Okay, that is something due to my input probably, but you will find yourself discarding the previous values even while solving mentally. So by that logic, I would kind of give this that okay, there's no mapping, there's no filtering, there's just aggregation.
So in week 7, sir, we discussed two questions where filtering is being used, and we'll see after the marking is done.
Wait, could you please repeat?
We discussed two questions where,
Right.
according to you, filter should be used. So
Exactly.
we'll see once the marking is done.
Right, where is it? Yeah, this one, right?
Fourth and fifth, I think. Yeah. This join function. Yeah, I just wanted to
Right.
discuss this one as well. This
Yeah.
is also aggregation. Join is also aggregation since it is giving us one output.
Yeah, sorry for wait. Someone was maybe yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Here the thing was that okay. Yeah. So if you try to solve it mentally, then no, then you will be actually be able to solve it this way. Okay. And if any question, if I'm able to solve it this way, then I myself, if it's my exam, then I will go ahead and confidently take mapping and aggregation, mapping and filtering. Okay. I mean, not this one, no mapping in this one, but yeah, this one it's having mapping. So if for some question, if I am able to solve it, if I find myself that I'm solving it in this way, then I'll simply confidently take filtering and mapping as well. Clear? Okay. Uh, and then there was a doubt when we study reading, writing various techniques, and carrying out tasks like data analysis, as well working with CSV, JSON, and text files. See, in the beginning of the session, I told that we will, solve questions and doubts from week up until week 8, right? So in week 8, if you want a topic to be discussed, uh, then you have to tell me when the session starts. So actually we were not able to discuss a few topics like uh, what someone asked about zip, enumerate, map, filter, the functions, right? We were not able to discuss that due to lack of time. Also, what did I have to say? But I forgot what I wanted to say. Give me a second. Yeah, in the next session, whatever it is, you will be the discussions will be on the week 8. Okay, don't worry. and and in the last session as well, yesterday's session.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me it is from my side or your side? It is just like the class is going on in a forum with multiple.
Yeah, that is from my side. That is from my side. Also, yesterday's session was also on this exact topic, working with data processing, reading and writing files. And today could have been as well. I won't stop from covering it if you ask it. Okay, you can ask anything from the previous weeks. Okay. I mean, due to time constraints, and I think yeah, due to time constraints, we won't be able to discuss in zip map filter the function this time because I have a mentor session as well from 9. So in the next session will be instructor sessions. Those will be covering, most probably those will be covering decade topics, which are exactly that, which you yeah, of course, why not. And yeah, which will be discussing, reading CSV files, text files, JSON files. Not sure if they are a part of this course, but I mean, if ever some PA or instructor has time, then you can of course ask them. And yeah, this will be a topic for the next weeks. Okay, don't worry about it, Shiva. Clear, everybody?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are ending the session right now, everyone. Thanks for joining. Okay, keep joining the sessions. Also, everyone, please focus
Yes,
on your
sir.
lectures. Okay. What I want is that when you come here to my class, then you come and ask doubts. Don't and so that would be beneficial to you and beneficial for everyone.
Sir,
Why?
I am having a doubt, not related to the topic, but not related to the topic. But
Yeah,
may I
wait.
ask?
Just 1 second. Just let
But
me
it's
complete.
not from the session. You can stop the session, sir.
Okay, yeah, just give me a second. So, everyone, just please focus on your lectures, because what I prefer is that when you come to the session, then you come with here with doubts, not with, sir, please explain this topic, because that is already explained in the lectures, right? So, I want you to be done with all the lectures, and then what problems you have, come to me with those, because explaining the topics from zero takes time. Okay.
Sorry, sir, but some lectures are not such detailed cover.
I mean, yeah. In that case, of course, you must ask. But okay, if you are watching lectures and then coming here and if you still have doubts, then of course it's fine. Okay, don't ever shy away from asking anything. But please watch the lectures. Okay. All right. Amol. Yeah, Amol. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So actually, I was having an issue, sir. In this, so I was searching all these YouTube videos and all these things. So over
Right.
there, I find out so people were using that recursion technique and versus iteration technique. So where do we use recursion versus iteration? And so is recursion is a part of us course content?
Yeah, recursion is a
Yes.
part of our course, as far as I remember, and uh, I mean, okay, most problems
So recursion
can be solved in both
basically,
ways. Okay?
yes, sir.
Most problems can be solved in both ways, because
Okay.
if you can use iteration, then there's a high chance that you can use recursion as well. And at the end,
Yes,
it
sir.
depends on time efficiency and memory efficiency, and it's kind of low level things inside of how Python works itself.
Okay.
But of course, if you can solve a problem in both the ways, recursion and iteration, then as a programmer, it will help you increase your problem solving skills. And
Okay.
in future,
So
let's
how
say,
do so how do you think basically if you approach a problem something so basically I'm not from a coding background.
yeah, exactly.
If you approach a problem, how do you one should think that there should be recursion we should use or iteration should we use or
Right.
something
So,
some other thing
me
should we use?
personally, right, I am not that good of a problem solver. So, the first instinct I get is just to solve any problem linearly, and solving linearly, by which it means going for the straight up, I just run for the for loop. Okay, that is how I solve problems. And then I see that, okay, I mean, if the question requires, the situation requires, then I'll see that, okay, can I solve this by recursion? Are there benefits of solving it by recursion? I'll also ask that question, right? Uh,
Okay.
so let's say in the next course, in the diploma level, you'll find programming in Python. Sorry, not programming Python. You'll find data structures and algorithms. There, you will actually see that versus iteration and recursion. What are the benefits and pros and cons?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Currently, you don't need to worry about what to use when. That will be taught to you. Okay,
Okay.
anyways, that will be taught to you. And
So do you suggest any practice problems for the OPP2 and all these things?
OVP2, yeah, okay, of course. So these questions, right? These questions, just practice these same questions, and more problems will be released. Okay, OVP2 sets will also be released. Practice those,
Okay.
because the first five questions the difficulty remains the same. The concepts also kind of remains the same. Okay, those won't be that different. But the last two questions, in this case, they were pattern printing and data processing kind of things, right? In the next ones, they will shift to what is it? File handling. Okay, those questions will shift to file handling. Yeah, the first five will remain kind of the same, but the last two will shift to file handling. So that
So
is the
and
only difference
what
between
about
file handling.
matrices? So that will be also coming
Yeah,
in the
that is of
OPP
course a
too.
part of, because matrices is not something you're learning programming. Matrices is just a problem, right, which is solved through programming. So that can always be there.
Okay.
Sir,
Thank you,
in
sir.
that pattern printing problems are not.
I won't expect pattern printing problems because those haven't been. But I mean, if you have done it in OPP1, then be prepared for it in OPP2, of course.
Sir, pattern printing problem are great, difficult for me.
Yeah, they are difficult for everyone. Manjeet, do not worry. Okay, they are even difficult for me. For I mean, I don't know if I'm a good programmer or not, but for me they are difficult. Okay, clear, everyone? Watch your lectures,
Thank you, sir.
solve. Okay, still, if you have any of these, if you have any question left here which is not solved, solve it. Okay, it will be very helpful. Okay.
Sir, when will be your next session?
My next session will be next Wednesday or next Tuesday. Could be next Wednesday or Tuesday. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. We are now closing the session.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Have a nice day, night, everyone. Okay. Goodbye.